Last episode, we talked about Brendan Curry going to Arnold, Australia. So he ended up winning that one and also New Zealand. So pretty much a strong comeback. Everybody's talking about him now. But ultimately, it's a bigger topic here. We're talking about Kuwait. We're talking about Oxygen Team, Oxygen Gym. Everybody's been going there, and everybody's come back with amazing results. So what's going on here? I mean,
one of the key things that's been expressed to me by some of the guys who went there is they don't have to worry about anything else. When you're in your own hometown, you have your hometown things to worry about. You have family, friends, businesses, bills, or whatever. So when you go there, it's nothing but just eat, sleep, and train. And fortunately, back in my time, that's all I did. I had somebody else take care of every other small inkling, and all I did was just eat, sleep, and train. And that's just that's just a nucleus for just great results right there. Tremendous. And I think the gym is 100% dedicated to athletes achieving their goal. Gold's Gym was the same way back in our days. The gym was 100% towards us competing and achieving our goal, and they're behind us. And like I said, it's just, what can't you do when you have great equipment, great people around you, and your food and everything, your training and everything else is on point. But, and that's a tremendous attribute to Oxygen Gym. But, I won't say this is something shocking to me, because we can go back to Nasser El Somebody, who came from the Middle East and just was a tremendous natural talent. His ability to carry the muscle that he did, his condition and everything, and he was so locked in mentally. So the Middle East has been on the map. I guess people kind of fell asleep because before Oxygen Gym kind of brought them all in together. But the Middle East has always been a nucleus for some great athletes. Let's go further back. Before announcing somebody, we got Momo. You can't forget about Momo. I mean, he was probably one of the first few freaks that came out of the Middle East, and probably one of the most freakiest bodybuilders to ever stand on stage. So Middle East have been producing some high quality athletes for a long, long time.
I think is basically the key factor is eliminating stress of their routine lives here in the United States, or do you think it's a better technique, better supplementation, and a better coaching that they get over there? You know what I'm saying? Or is it just a stress level?
No, I can't really say it's a better coaching, because I've had some great coaches over here. So Ronnie Coleman, and Ronnie only trained here, and he's noted to be the greatest Mr. Olympia of all times. I trained with Charles Glass. They have some great trainers over there, but I wouldn't quite put them up there with the Chads or the Charles Glasses just yet. But I personally would really credit it towards their ability to take away all the stress. I mean, there's a saying, listen, I can go and conquer the world. If everything is going okay in my home, I can go and conquer the world.
I think Bader, the owner of Oxygen, because we were filming with him, recently, and he definitely wants to prove a point to the world. That's what he's trying to do. In the interview, he basically said it. He wants to put himself on the map, by himself, I mean the whole team on the map, and prove to the world that this is the new mecca, basically, of bodybuilding.
Well, I've been to his gym. He invited me out before the Oxygen Gym, and that's one thing I can also admit to. Probably one of, if not the best equipped gym that I've ever been to in my entire life. Again, like the old Gold's Gym, they brought in equipment specifically geared for athletes. Now, almost any gym you go to here in the United States isn't really geared towards that. It's geared towards everyone else. Probably the only other gym I could think of would be, Steve's gym, Beth Francis' gym, that 100% is designed for athletes and stuff like that. But again, he's already put himself on the map, definitely.
The facility, does that make a difference? Because I've been to different gyms, all over the country, and Ronnie Coleman's gym is Metroflex in Texas. And that gym, man, and that's no offense to Metroflex, I love it, man. It has a lot of character, but damn, that gym looks like it looks like an empty garage with a bunch of old rusted weights. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you ought to see what Dorian's gym looked like back when he trained. It was even worse. Gifted athletes, Ronnie Coleman and Dorian Yates. You can almost say that they could have trained any goddamn on where, and based on their genetics and their mentality and discipline, they would have got it done anyway. You know, I mean, the cream is always going to rise to the top, but you know, I don't want to take anything away from Bada or anything else, but it's the talent that you have that really makes it. If not, take just a nobody and turn them into a champion. Then I can say, okay, yeah, definitely you got something going on. But the Middle East is just has an onslaught of great talent that are not even on the map yet. You know, the Middle East is just as lucrative as it is with oil. They got just as much great talent as far as bodybuilding. So
maybe I should go train there, and if they can transform me, maybe that's gonna be the ultimate test for them, huh?
You know what? If they transform you and you start kicking some ass and winning shows, then I'm gonna have to back up and bow down to them.
I don't think that's
But definitely, man. I think one of the greatest things that he's doing is he's taken all this talent, not just from the United States, but from his home countries and surrounding countries, and he's bringing them into one single environment for them to all feed off each other like that. And that's just a perfect environment for great things to happen.
Generation Iron 2, coming soon.